Alright, good?
Yep.
Tell me when you're rolling.
Whenever you're ready. Just go.
Okay. Tonight I'm going to be doing a quick video on the MIG welding process, showing you a little about the welder and a little about how to weld, and show you kind of some of the safety stuff. This right here is the Lincoln Power MIG 180 Dual. New. The unit cost about $1,500. It's got all kinds of fancy gadgets and gizmos. This right here is pretty much the most important part of the welding process. That would be the filler metal. It runs from this spool through this, which is the actual motor that drives it and electrifies the wire, down this hose, out the end, whatever piece you're working on. For the sake of this video, we are running flux cord wire, so that means there's no gas connected to it. As you can see, here's the chart I was talking about in the essay that tells you the settings for the welder depending on what metal you are using. The welder itself, you can run gas, can run no gas. You have your wire gun that runs out, and you also have the grounding clamp, because welding is, at least MIG welding is electric, so you need a ground, and obviously the gun is positive. Some of the safety equipment you need, a welding mask, so you don't sunburn your eyeballs, gloves so you don't burn your hands, and obviously a jacket so you don't light yourself on fire. Alright, so here's the two pieces of metal we're working with. I'm just gonna kinda put a quick weld down, kinda show you what it sounds like, what it looks like, and we'll see from there. So you come over here, turn this on, set your wire speed, put on your helmet, gloves, take the wire brush, clean it off, and that's what you're left with. We'll put down another one just so you have an idea. Now the method I'm using here is you hold it about 3/8 of an inch away from the metal, and you kind of travel in a little cursive E pattern almost, pulling down the seam of the metal. That leaves you with a fairly decent looking bead. We'll lay down another one just so you can see. Wire brush, and you can see what we're left with. Now, it is difficult to see through the mask when you're welding. You kind of see just a dim puddle of molten metal, and you can buy different shade helmets depending on what your preference is, but this right here is a number 10 shade. I find that works best for me. I'll show you a different pattern here. I'll go in a zigzag motion as opposed to the cursive V, and you can maybe see the difference. As you can see, it looks a little bit different than the E. Another pattern you can do is a almost like a crescent pattern, just kind of working down the metal. And now I'll leave you with a little bit of a different pattern. Strong. Yeah, so really the best way to learn how to weld is to do it yourself, practice, have somebody there that knows what they're doing to help you along, and once you get the hang of it, it's a very useful and fun hobby. And here's to passing. Woo!